A care ambassador is usually an experienced carer who has the ability to talk to people in community, at events, conferences, advocating the great job that carers do and speaking to potential carers in the good, the bad and the ugly of what caring is, and be the face of carers for Life Without Barriers. I'm proud to say I was the first National Carer Ambassador from 2018. Now I'm also New South Wales Carer Ambassador until we find some more faces, which is fantastic that more people are coming on board. So for my part, I attend online information sessions and shared stories for the New South Wales team. I might speak at workshops and meetings that the carer support teams within Life Without Barriers are having, both state-based and nationwide. And I might do really, really fun things like go to air shows and have a stand and just talk to the general public about what it's like to be a carer. Have you ever considered being a carer? What the types of care are? And I'm still surprised that, because I know what types of care there are, but there's so many people in the community that don't know what foster care is. And I'm more than happy to explain that to potential carers. I'm also mindful of investing time at community events where, on the face of it, these people may not look like the type of people who may be ready for fostering right now, but it's also getting Life Without Barriers brand and knowledge and be seen, be quite visible at events, be it local, state or national, and it's an investment for the future to see that although fostering may not be right for their family right now, they'll remember our name in the future. So that's what I do. I talk about who I am, what I've been doing and what I hope to achieve, and that's more carers. I think the ones that I've always wanted to do that, or not necessarily that they've had a lived experience, but they say, I remember an aunt of ours or a neighbour was a foster carer. I think the ones I'm drawn to are the ones who've had a positive experience. I like that sort of, it's kind of a natural progression for this person that I'm talking to. Oh yeah, I'd love to do it, and I know I'm not ready now. And I love the fact that they're also aware that they're not ready right now. That's brilliant. I also love to challenge the idea of people say, oh, I couldn't give them back. And yeah, I get that. The first year when my guys came to live with me, that was my worst nightmare. But then it's not about us. And I have to think, well, if it's decided that it's in the best interest of that child to go back to their birth family, then it's not your role to decide that. All you do is provide a safe space for that child while they're in your care and trust that where they go to next is going to be the best place for them. So I like to challenge that notion, I couldn't possibly hand them back, talk people through. There's plenty more children who will come into care who need your care, so you take a break and you move forward. I do enjoy talking to older adults about the possibilities and breaking that idea that you need to be young, because now my kids are teenagers and I've seen how important it is to keep the kids in school for as long as possible and nurture them and mentor them into adulthood, and I've seen how important that is. So being a constant and a positive role model, and we've got a huge population of people who are semi-retired, who have a wealth of knowledge and care and could guide some young people and just have their patience and the ability to help them achieve their dreams, whether that's getting a job or going into more education. So yeah, I like to talk to people and break the idea that there's one particular type of foster care and tell them all the different ways that they can help. One of the things that I am quite passionate about is that carers and care ambassadors are considered part of the staff, part of the team, and not seen separately. I think as a care ambassador, being a foster carer too and living it is really important. And people, when I say I'm care ambassador but I'm also a foster carer, oh okay, I can talk to you now because you do know what you get the impression that you do know what you're talking about. So yeah, I think that's very important. It can be a small hourly commitment on a week by week basis, but it could grow into something bigger, and obviously it would be important to stress that it can't interfere with your caring role. So you only do what you can, basically.